Hello and welcome. I'm Cameron Holtz, artist and YouTuber over at youtube.com/fantasyforgeart, and I will be your dungeon master here at Arcanarama for the day.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm joined, as always, by the fantastic Arcana crew. Say some, 3 words, Arcana crew.
1, 2, 3.
Beef, chicken, horse.
It's gonna be mine.
Beef, chicken, horse.
I guess, yeah.
Be my Valentine.
Nice. Nice.
It's Mark.
You should say something about Jackie Chan.
Kitty, please tell us what we have and where to find.
Where'd that shit be?
Okay. We have some merch. We have shirts. If you're interested, you can go to the About section and click on the merch button, and it will take you to where you can find our shirts. You can choose whatever design you want and whatever color, whatever size. You can find that in the About section, or you can just go straight to pintservices.com/Arcanarama. And that's merch.
Hell yeah, thanks, Kitty.
Merch.
Sam, where can they find us on social media?
Yo, what's up? At Arcanarama Show, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Arcanarama on TikTok. There's stuff on all of those. In the About section on Twitch, we have a Discord. You should join it. We talk about pets and gardening and other stuff that we do. There's fan art. There's art from us. There's sneak peeks at stuff that we're working on. There's anime. There's gaming. There's
Food.
We got it all.
Yeah.
We're
And
your
if there's-
one-stop shop for hobbies.
Yeah, and if there's something that we missed, let us know, and we'll probably add it.
Because one of us probably likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really specifically like ice fishing? We can do that.
I will not do
I've
that.
never tried, but I bet I could do it.
Yeah, seems easy.
They just kind of float there, you know?
Yeah.
That's fair.
The ice?
Yeah,
Are the fish?
fishing for ice sounds pretty easy. It's just like,
Before we hop into tonight's episode, Miranda, do you mind checking the vibes?
Our vibes?
Our vibes?
Vibe check.
it's time for a vibe check.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, how's everyone's vibes? How's everyone doing? How was your week? Did you have a good week? Did you do something fun today? Did you shower this week?
No.
This week?
But I did roll a nat 20 on my vibe check.
Oh, hey, it's fine. Yeah, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
That's a 2. I have Monday vibes.
I also rolled a nat 20 on my vibe check!
Oh my god. Tete, how's that crazy corner going?
Now I'm gonna roll Zinvalashes. I would call it to me.
Oh god.
Oh, hey, dang. Keep it.
19!
Nice.
17. I'm gonna take it because I need it today.
Hell yeah, dude.
all
Contrary
need it
to popular
today.
belief, the vibes are apparently doing very well.
They're doing
Great
okay.
vibe. Except for Kitty.
Is it average? Is it a group average for vibe check?
Yeah, because
Sure,
But
yeah.
every time I had bad vibes, someone died.
okay, no one
that's a
fucking
threat.
died.
Kitty launches across the table and kills me.
Oh.
I think it's time to begin tonight's episode of Overdark.
Oh my god. What?
In a time long past, 4 brave heroes of light were all that could stop the denizens of the Underdark from rising up and destroying the surface world. But they failed. Our story begins 800 years later, in a new society that has blossomed in the eternal night. 4 unlikely heroes in a world where it's bad to be good.
And welcome back. It's time to begin. In the last episode of Overdark, it was a rumble in Zariel's Chalice. Members of the unknown Bula family launched an attack on the meeting between the capo regimes of the 4 major crime families in Gloomvale. That's, for everyone to recall, the Scaliana family, the Sanguinelli family, the Cephalino family, the Bezaran family as well. In the midst of a potential gang war brewing on the streets, our intrepid heroes band together to find out what to do about Zinvalash's recent find, a 10-month-old human baby. When last we left off, the party was headed to get some formula, diapers, and other supplies from Scarlet's ship, the Sea Beast. So, without further ado, our vision pans down from the dark, rainy sky to a large, partially rusted iron ship. metal spikes with canvas-like webbing that look like fins decorating the deck and the sides of the sea beast. As our heroes approach, standing before the moored Leviathan is a handsome half-drow man with shoulder-length slicked-back hair. He's wearing a nice black peacoat over a white tank top with a gold chain around his neck. Lucilia and Scarlet know this to be Dante Sanguinelli, the underboss of the Sanguinelli family, and Lucilia's oldest brother. He finishes a cigarette before throwing it onto the ground and stomping it out on the rain-slicked docks. This better be good, Lucilia. What does Slim Toby want? Is that what this is about?
No, not so much. Really, it started that way, and then things got progressively worse as we went along.
Right, I see you brought some friends. He goes, like, kind of like buttons up his coat a little bit. Oh shit! He like pulls out a knife
No, it's
and his
fine.
gun. The fuck is he doing
Everybody's fine.
Wait,
Do you two know each other?
here? I know of him. You know who this guy is?
I'm never gonna get a disguise down, huh?
He's just some guy we met at a bar. It's fine. That's not important right now. What's important is, Bugsy's dead. Super dead. There was some guys. What were their names?
the
Bugsy
guys who
Belletti?
attacked
The Bulas.
The sharp hands? Oh, the Bulas, yeah. The Bulas came by.
Yeah, he's dead. The Bulas came by.
Okay, who the fuck are the Bulas?
I don't
Bugsy
know.
Belletti's. You were just supposed to go to Zariel's Chalice and meet with Slim Toby and find out what he wants. What the fuck
and then
happened?
It got worse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, some dudes like walked in and started shooting up the place.
But more importantly, there was a whole meeting between all the families, and nobody told me.
Nobody fucking told me either.
Well,
Well, someone told the Bulas.
someone.
Probably not Bugsy.
Does anybody know who the hell the Bulas are?
They were.
Wow.
I'm trying to find the other guy's name.
Hobgoblins.
They brought the guns. I know that.
Hobgoblins.
What was the other guy's name? I didn't write it down.
You're saying other guy.
Yeah,
Full of
because
bad
I rolled
guys.
to see if I knew, and I know that a guy that
Yeah, you knew somebody
runs
from
with them was from another family that
Yeah.
got
the Mazoga family
Mazoga.
that was destroyed.
I need to write these out phonetically.
Mazoga.
It's here.
Yeah. Mazoga's
just
just
can't read.
Mazoga's just Mazoga. The Mazoga family, the member that you knew the name of, I
Yeah.
have in my notes.
I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't.
right here, before my very eyes. And his
Is it
name was
Lucia?
Renzo Bula.
Renzo.
Renzo. We did it, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay.
Which I don't think you ever said aloud to anyone. You just knew that.
I brought it up to Slim. I
Yeah.
think. There was a guy, Renzo Mazoga, or Renzo Bula, that used to work for the Mazoga family.
Right, okay. Yeah.
That's the only connection I know of.
Huh. So, from what I know, the Mazoga family got taken out, right? They, like, decimated by the Scalianas. This is when the treaty got formed. Because that shit was uncalled for, you know?
Well, so also we gotta talk about that. So I guess somebody had some Scaliana guys killed, and now everybody's on edge because somebody broke the treaty. That means, I guess, or something.
Is that
They
what happened?
stole something.
That was like a while ago. That was what the meeting was about.
Was
The
this
meeting was-
like
meeting-
yesterday?
I don't remember. I was too stressed out because I didn't have a bodyguard, and it was really embarrassing.
Right.
But the
It
meeting,
seemed like.
the meeting was about.
You mind if we get off this dock and maybe...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take him up onto the ship.
Yeah, Scarlet, you lead them up onto the Sea Beast, your currently moored ship, where you all find some privacy standing there. We should talk. I don't know if you recall, I tried to, behind the bookshelf.
The teeth.
Yeah,
You were the teeth.
I'm the teeth.
Okay.
Nobody's ever called you the teeth.
So, I'm gonna make a quick perception check.
Nobody calls you that.
No one called you that. So I'll take the teeth.
That's a 6. Yeah, so,
Oh shit.
listen, Salvatore fucked up. And when he was on watch at the farm, some Scalianas busted in and stole some merchandise. And I found out about it. Salvatore didn't want Dad to know, so I figured I'd fucking handle it. This guy, you pay him and things go away. Like, permanently. So I hired this guy to... I didn't know exactly what it was that they stole. I just know that they confiscated some goods, and I believe what I told you was do whatever with that, and make sure whoever took it pays. It seemed like a slop job.
So you're the reason that everybody's losing their minds right now.
No, technically the Scalianas are the reason that everybody's losing their minds right now, because whatever, we bumped off some fucking Scalianas. No big deal. They stole from us. That is unforgivable.
Yes, I believe they were claiming that one of the sons was murdered, and they claimed something was stolen from them, and that's why there was a meeting happening. I don't think anyone else knew about your deal.
What?
Right, well that's good. It should stay that way.
Zin, say something.
Like what? I did my job and I didn't know who I was killing? I didn't know what it was gonna be?
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
this ain't his fault. He just
Yeah.
I paid the man and he did his job.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yeah.
So what did they steal?
I don't know, something from the farm. Why did you call me? You said it was important. I assumed it had to do...
What? Probably.
Okay.
What's the farm?
What did Slim Toby... Did Slim Toby get what he wants
Slim
before we
Toby
get
wants
into...
a guy. He just needs like some dude.
He wants to
Toby
have a
wants
child.
a baby.
Oh. Okay, so he just needs like a host.
Yeah, he just needs some guy.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah.
That's the easy part.
What do
sure.
you mean that's easy? Someone will die in the process of this.
Yeah, like a human.
Yeah, that happens
Yeah,
all
just
the time.
like a person.
Who cares?
Is that bad?
They're food.
Yeah, that's bad. They are living, breathing things with dreams and aspirations. What do you got?
Yeah,
Well,
and
they
they
just
live
hang out on the
long,
farm and they have a
meaningful
good time.
lives.
They hang out on the farm. Is the farm?
Yeah, they live meaningful lives in a simulated
Farm?
sunlight, and then when they turn 18, we process them.
I don't understand. Can you explain to me why this is bad?
Where exactly are you from?
It's been like this for centuries now, honestly.
Yeah, 800-900 years.
Yeah, something like that.
I have friends who are humans. I have family who are humans.
I mean, we all have friends who are human.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean you all have? But you
I don't have any human friends.
eat them? You farm
Yeah.
them? You
They're
No,
food.
I don't eat
I
them.
don't eat
Yeah, I don't eat them. No, I'm more of a snake guy.
I do other things with them usually.
Yeah, Lucilia likes to play with the food, but you know.
I usually don't eat them.
Jellyfish. Jellyfish are like really underrated if you do them right. Did you say you had
For
farm
food?
land? Yeah. It's not bad.
Yes. We'll be right back. And I'll take him to my supply room.
Yeah, wonderful. So, as the two of you split off from the group and go into the supply room, Zinvalash and Scarlet, you enter. There's stacks of various diapers and baby formula and all the supplies that you would need to smuggle a child from point A to point B.
I feel like I might have gotten in your way with this job a little bit. Before I did my job, I'd kind of take the baby down and put it down and start changing it without really thinking about it. I heard them talking about trying to get the kid out. I didn't know it was a kid at the time. It was like only on the way out that I knew. So I figured this would,
Well,
with you having formula and everything.
Did I know that they were taking from Lucilia's family?
No, you only knew that the only, essentially the way that this works for Scarlet is you get contacted by the Scalianas. They have some, what they refer to as product that needs smuggling. You receive the product and you receive a contact. You pick up whoever or whatever it is, stow it away on your ship, and you use your transponder on your ship to get in contact with whoever the contact is. They give you a meeting place where you then drop off the goods and go about your other business. Mm-hmm. So your position is very much just transportation.
Yeah.
Ugh. Subtle transportation.
You say that. Whoa.
I had no idea that they were taken from the Sanguinelli's farm.
That's funny what you're capable of when you're not told everything that you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I think.
Is that it right there? You like
Yes.
mix it with something? Or is it...
Yes, warm water, but not too warm.
Okay.
They're
I think I've seen someone dip their elbow in something.
It says on the box.
There's also a number
glasses.
of bottles and rubber nipples so that it can be properly applied to the child.
They're all sanitized.
What does the nipple do?
They suck it.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted you to say that. Well, you're my favorite DM.
Meanwhile, as you guys are having this conversation, back on deck, Dante, Fern, and Lucilia.
Fern sort of crosses their arms and just.
So you just
Gently
met
steps.
this guy at the bar. He was just there.
What guy? Which one?
Zinvalash.
Oh, Zinvalash. There were a lot of guys at the bar.
Yeah, you should be careful around that guy. He's a fucking trained
He's the one
killer.
you should be careful about. You sent me to a bar with a meeting that then got raided
I
by
didn't know
another
shit.
crime group, and you sent me without a bodyguard. And I know that technically I don't need one, but the disrespect, Dante.
I didn't know shit about any meetings. All I knew about one meeting was that you were supposed to meet with Slim Toby. I know he hangs out at Zariel's Chalice. That's it.
And then everybody else walked in and they was like, hey, we gotta talk about this. You must be the representative from the Sanguinellis, and I didn't want to embarrass us any further, so I just said, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you could have picked up a fucking phone in the bar and called literally anybody.
How did that go when I tried to call you the last time?
I was busy.
Doing what?
Literally anybody.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, how is she supposed to get in contact with someone if you weren't gonna answer the phone?
I'm sure that the dinner with the Imperator is probably over by now. So Dad's probably free. Or you could have called Salvatore and, what's the other brother's name? Andreas, thank you. Salvatore and Andreas are both on duty currently because Salvatore fucked up, so now they both gotta be working, but one of them could have stepped away, if necessary, from the farm.
Yeah, but you're the only one who actually gets shit done.
Yeah,
Alright?
I mean, obviously. But still.
I really hate to say this, but like, are you really good at getting shit done? I mean,
He's pretty good.
He kind of like straightens up a little bit. Who the fuck are you again?
This is fine.
my name is Fern.
Right. And you know who I am.
Dante, supposedly?
Yeah,
But,
Dante
like,
Sanguinelli. The underboss of the Sanguinelli crime family.
congrats for having a last name. I have one too. They're not that special. And also, it's not like your family can be larger than mine. I
Is a
have
friend of yours?
12 siblings.
I'm going to hesitate to answer for now.
Well, I mean, I guess technically that's
You better
fair.
say yes
More
or
of
you're about to have a dead
acquaintances.
friend.
She is my best friend next to Scarlet, yes.
Hey, can you guys keep
Second
it
best
down?
friend.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
She's new.
I don't know what kind of weird shit you're into right now, but this one needs to learn what the fuck is going on in Gloomvale if you're gonna be in the city. you're likely to get yourself killed if you're just spouting off shit like that.
I mean, I get it. Your police are terrible. They let you not steal, but definitely murder. And
Nah,
I mean,
the coppers are great. The coppers do their jobs like they're paid to do.
the coppers let you own people.
What?
Farm
else are we gonna do?
people.
Oh, like humans. No, that's food. It's
no,
like owning
those
a
are
cow.
people.
Do you feel the same way about cows?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Well,
Oh, weird.
well, listen, my family was raised that we don't eat meat.
What do you eat? What else is there?
Mostly.
Well, my family was raised in such a way that if we don't drink the blood of living creatures, we are no longer around.
Okay, living creatures, that could be anything.
Okay, but like
Yeah, but,
humans
like-
are the weakest and the most susceptible.
Humans are not the weakest. Have you guys spent time
That's true.
catching
They're not weak.
butterflies?
We do have to.
They are ridiculously easy to catch.
You can't eat a butterfly though.
You can totally eat a butterfly.
It doesn't have blood.
Bugs don't contain the same sustenance. It's got to have red blood cells.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, fish. I've definitely caught a fish before. And technically, my parents didn't know that I ate it. But, perfectly fine.
But tell
and
me.
absolutely delicious.
Tell me this though: have you tried human meat before?
Absolutely. No. That would be like.
So how do you know? How do you know what's the best?
Those are my cousins. Why would I eat them?
Why do you have human cousins?
Yeah.
Well, so my parents really believed that sort of like all the children on the property were sort of like well, it was like you families were separate and they had separate homes, but children would sort of roam about. It takes a
None of
village
this matters.
concept.
We're on the brink of a fucking war, right?
Probably.
It does matter. Maybe if you weren't treating humans so terribly, they might be on your side.
I highly doubt that. So okay.
I mean, a couple of them have been on a couple of my sides.
Toby was at the meeting. Bugsy Belletti was at the meeting. He's dead. What happened to Toby?
Bugsy's dead. Toby left. Toby left of his own volition.
Okay.
And what's his name? Like the
Lonely.
he's got hands what are like this, that guy.
Lonely Joey.
Lonely Joey. Yeah. Yeah.
He ran away as soon as the fighting started.
Yeah. Sounds like him.
All I'm saying is, if I had knives for hands, I'd use them. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, the Bezerans can barely be fucking bothered with anything that's not happening inside of the Nine Hells. So
the bigger
I can't
point
say I
is,
blame him, but
everybody's all caught up in what's going on with the Scalianas. It doesn't help that Bugsy's dead now. And on top of that, now there's some new family that's trying to come up and send messages. I don't even know who exactly they was after when they came in.
I mean, from the sounds of it, it sounds like they knew about this meeting and came into, I don't know, maybe assuming that it was going to be all the Dons there and thought they could just take them out.
I mean, why would anybody do that, though?
Maybe
Right,
you
that would be
farm
fucking stupid.
people.
They also eat people!
Yeah, everybody in the fucking city buys from the farm. It's our most lucrative business.
God, that's disgusting.
That's nature. You feel the same way when you see a wolf eat a rabbit?
Oh, I've been in nature. My entire life has been nature. This is not nature. This is savagery. And for absolutely nothing.
You've never seen an animal eat another animal.
I've seen animals do plenty of things.
What's the difference?
Farming them? Keeping them as
But they're, like,
cattle?
happy, though.
Yeah, they live.
Have you actually talked to any of your humans? Do they seem happy?
Yeah,
Do they?
I mean, usually after they spend time with me, they're pretty happy.
they got the only sunlight in all of Gloomvale. They grow up. They learn a lot. We've got a really nice school system actually in place.
Why do you even bother teaching them if you're
Because it tastes
just
better if they're happy.
Ah.
Yeah, if they're sad, you can like taste it.
I hope every human you touch has depression.
Not to my knowledge.
Can I get the baby to sleep?
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Is that how you? Is that how? Please.
What is your technique?
No, there is no fucking way.
It just got a bunch of formula though.
Yes, it did.
Shitting everywhere. Violently.
Shit.
Well, my technique would be to kind of walk around and kind of rock it, but there's people arguing about human meat outside.
I mean, it's a pretty decently sized ship. There's like cabins below deck. There's places you could walk it around if you wanted. However, as you're trying to get it down, it has been napping for a couple of hours now, and you are trying to get it to go to sleep, and it is not having it, and it begins to cry louder and louder.
I'm gonna put the bottle in its mouth.
You
Stop
go to
it.
put the bottle in its mouth, and it kind of like plugs it for a second before it just kind of like spits it out and keeps screaming.
Food. Okay. You know things? Do you know things? Do you know things? I shook it. I'm not supposed to shake it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a persuasion check as well while that's happening.
Has Dante noticed?
Up on deck. We're about to find out, maybe. I'm gonna say, with the baby crying. Hang on, let me pull up Dante's stats real quick.
You got stats?
He's got
That's
ears
scary.
for babies.
Baby ears.
If he rolls a nat 20, he's gonna be like 10-month-old.
Just poop.
He has a farmer.
He's gonna make a perception check.
Okay.
He gets +7 to this one.
Fuck.
He's a fucking vampire.
I mean, as long as he
don't have
rolls
that.
over a 1.
He rolled a natural 3.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
It is currently pouring down rain. A light hail begins to fall as well, and that's really all that he can hear. Persuasion check.
19.
19.
Yes.
Due to your positioning on the inside of the ship, the light hail that's falling is actually kind of like a very soft pitter-patter, and it helps with... What is Scarlett's technique for getting a baby to go to sleep?
I'm just
'Cause
like...
it's probably not your first time.
I'm standing like really close.
Scarlett takes the baby. Goes, okay, listen. We're gonna go to sleep now.
And it does.
And then she runs.
Yes.
It's very persuasive.
Or like gather up some blankets and kind of make like a small
Like a nest?
for it. Yeah. Is this a thing?
Tuck it in there.
Listen, I don't need to discuss the philosophy of whether or not eating any meat at all is tangible, because it sounds like to you, you say, oh, there's other living things, but if all living things are on equal playing field with humans, then you're going to be mad no matter what I suck the blood out of, so whatever. Anyway, moving on. That's you just called me here as a heads up.
What are we gonna do?
You know Dad's gonna hear about this shit. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Why not just tell your dad that you killed a Scaliana? For theft. If theft is...
Oh, I mean, yeah, we can tell him that for sure.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay,
The bigger picture is,
It seems like whoever these fucking bulls are, they're trying to pin something on somebody else. From what you told me, at least.
but like you said, if they knew about the meeting, that means somebody who was at the meeting told them about the meeting. And I didn't know about the meeting, and you didn't know about the meeting, and presumably Dad didn't know about the meeting. So, and
Cool.
probably not Bugsy, because he definitely is dead. He's very dead.
Right. I mean, I'm assuming that Bugsy is the one who called the meeting. If it was about the whole dead, what was it, Chubby Jim?
When did
Is
that
who-
guy die? Was it?
What guy?
Last night.
Actually, well, not die. The guy who left. God, what was his name?
Only Joey.
Maybe, yeah, the one who got scared and sort of ditched. Maybe
That's
he...
fine. Oh.
Maybe
Maybe
bounced
he was
because
scared for a reason. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because, animals, and I don't know anything about fucking nature. But when storms are coming, normally animals run.
So what you suggested is he knew that there was going to be a problem.
I'm saying that he might have known if he left before anyone showed up to get violent. I don't remember when he ditched.
Pretty much immediately.
Well, if he ditched before there were guns and seemed scared before there were even guns, maybe there's a reason he ran?
You remember how everybody was sitting at the table?
Do I?
Make a history check.
Could we resurface?
Yeah.
If you'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scarlet and Zinvalash rejoin the conversation.
17.
17, yes. You recall that Slim Toby had his back to the doors, who was seated on either side of him. You were on one side, and Bugsy Belletti was on the other, with his back also kind of adjacent to the door. And Lonely
So the
Joey...
only one who could see the door.
Exactly.
I will explain this.
Yeah. That fucking snake.
So what do we do?
Did somebody mention Renzo?
I did.
Did you mention it? Yeah, you did.
Because we have to find the name.
Do you know it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's his deal?
He's one of the only two people that survived the Mazoga massacre.
Oh, shit.
I'm the other one.
Oh,
He
shit.
fled, kind of like, I guess, the way Joey did.
You ran with the Mazogas.
Ah.
I didn't know they had drows in
I
there.
was trying to come up. Ended up going independent.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm going to grab a cigarette.
Yeah, whatever.
I pull out my gun.
I don't know. It sounds like you guys probably need a place to lay low for now. I think everybody needs to kind of have eyes in the back of their head.
How easy is it to steal from the farm?
Not very. It is heavily guarded. So whoever got in knew what
Knew
they
a
were
guard?
doing. Maybe. Most of them are thralls, though, so I'd be surprised if you could get past that. It's kind of a benefit of, being like we are. Most of the people that work for us only work for us and are unswayable. For the most part.
Who are you thinking of?
I mean, I don't know. It could be anybody. I don't think Salvatore would be that fucking stupid. But who knows? I'll look into some shit. In the meantime, I don't know if you guys got a place to lie low where, I mean, obviously, if somebody's going after Sanguinellis, they're going to come to Brimclot.
Well, we had a place. But then the most important meeting in town took place there.
Right.
Well, there's the sea beast.
We can hunker down here.
Yeah, anybody know that Scarlet the Bloody was at Zariel's chalice that night?
That's always a possibility.
I mean, if you're comfortable, sure. If not, I know a guy who could maybe help you out.
Who?
I don't like maybes.
He could at least give you a place to lie low.
I don't like sleeping on a ship that everyone knows is Scarlet's. And Scarlet was there, and Scarlet is friends with this one.
How's this friend of yours with, I don't know...
No one left there alive.
defenseless creatures that one might usually consider food, but in this specific
What, like a
case
dog?
is not. Yeah, like a dog. How's he with dogs?
I mean, he knows how to cook them real good. He's got a restaurant. It's 63rd and Dung Button Lane. It's called the Slug Bucket. Just ask for Whistle and Jimmy and tell them Dante sent you if you're interested. If not, whatever.
63rd what?
63rd and Dung Button. Everybody make a history check.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Except for Fern, and probably not Scarlet either. So the two of you can make a history check. Lucilia and Zinvalash.
Slug
two-
bucket?
It's 2 F's.
Natural 20, Slug Bucket.
Slug bucket.
Get on down to the slug bucket. I rolled a 6.
Slug bucket.
It's punch bucket.
It's punch bucket.
I'm gonna text you something.
Secrets.
I was gonna ask if I had an apartment. Because I don't think I wrote that in my backstory.
What was the guy's name?
Whistling Jimmy.
Whistling Jimmy.
I presume I would know that that's not my Jimmy. It's not a human Jimmy.
No.
That's your connect?
Yeah.
The slug bucket.
He's trustworthy, yeah.
He's trustworthy, maybe, but that's Goblin Town.
Yeah, I mean,
Is there a problem with goblins? Do you?
That's
Do you eat them too?
No, quite the opposite.
The Boolahs were the ones who attacked, at least were hobgoblins.
You want us to hide right under their nose?
Well, actually, what better place to hide?
yeah. You think they're gonna be looking on their own turf?
Fuck.
Maybe just be quiet about your approach.
There was like no anyone else that got away from that fight except for what was his name?
Lonely Joey.
Yeah, right.
And Slim Toby. And us.
And the
You
bar
really-
staff.
And the bar staff.
Yeah, you really gotta clean up edges, guys. I know it wasn't like.
Too. You could have cleaned up all the edges. Why is
was-
it only our job to clean up the edges?
I was busy. I didn't start the edges. You guys were at a table, and then a fight started because you're at a table. I was upstairs
So why did you get
minding my own
involved?
business.
Huh? Why'd you get involved?
You know why I got involved.
Why? You could have just stayed up there, done nothing. But now you want to critique how
Could
we
I
did the
have
job?
stayed up there and done nothing?
I mean, technically.
If all you was gonna do was nitpick us.
Have you ever
then
been
yeah.
a father?
Have I ever been a father?
Yeah.
I had a cat once for a little while.
And how did
I
that
think
feel?
that's the
If there was a
same.
fight going on downstairs, would you be like, "Hey, kitty cat, hold on, for just a
Salvatore.
second."
Hey, can we stop talking about kitty cats? Jesus.
Yeah, it's a little insensitive, guys.
It was like a cat, not a cat that talked.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like a person.
Yeah, it wasn't a person
It
cat.
wasn't like a person.
Oh,
Dante
so
like
cat
puts his
people-
hands up.
This hypothetical is like getting out of hand.
I'm just saying, don't critique if you're gonna not do it yourself. I don't know. Do you still have that cloak?
Not on me. I can go get it.
We'll go get it. Sorry.
It's fine. I don't need it. I was just checking.
I can get it for you if you want it.
Fine.
It could help you lay low. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right.
What's-
Okay.
10 minutes.
All right.
And Dante turns around, and as he's turning, his coat kind of like gives a flash of the wife beater beneath as he just like polymorphs yet again into a small gray bat and flutters off into the night.
Beaded tank top. Yeah. Colloquially. He's cool, right? Like,
I mean, he's never betrayed me before. He's known about Scarlet and me being friends forever, and we're not supposed to be.
pretty innocuous compared to what we could be dealing with.
Well, he did tell you to keep whatever you found.
Yeah, but
He knows it's something that was taken from them, and he told you to do whatever you wanted with it anyway.
I guess I wasn't the first thief.
I mean, he's probably not gonna go out of his way to like help you hide it, but he's probably not gonna eat it.
I don't like probablys.
Well, because then it would be stealing from you now. Because he said you could have it.
I'm not gonna hold that against your family. You know how much they hold their word. Like,
They do. A lot. Most of the time. Usually he doesn't lie to me.
usually.
Usually. Sometimes he does.
Didn't you say this was your first kind of business trip with the family?
Yeah, but like other shit happens in a family where you could lie, and he's usually chosen not to.
They pay their invoices, but they're not exactly trustworthy.
No, but he doesn't need specifically to eat a baby right now.
Oh, so he's not hungry.
We just had dinner, and then he went on a date, and he probably ate there.
Probably, yeah. It's only courteous to eat there too.
I mean, we could always just double check that we could trust him.
Ow.
I'll do it.
What are you gonna do?
He seemed to like you a lot.
Okay. Just how about when he comes back? No one say words unless you want them to only be the truth.
Oh, why don't we just...
No, I don't do that.
Why don't we just get slow
No, I don't.
from him, say goodnight, and be on our way?
We
Just not be within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, fine.
I wouldn't do nothing
What do you-
too drastic.
It's nothing drastic. It's not gonna hurt him.
I'm just gonna be really clear right now. I'm pretty strong, and he's a lot stronger.
I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna fight him.
I'm very fast, and I
He's
could
very
disappear.
fast. I am very talented. I'm pretty sure I can talk my way out of this.
Okay, I wish you the best of luck. I can only protect you so far, though.
No, it's fine. It's just if there are secrets that you don't want spoken, just stay like 15, 16 feet away from me. More like 16 and a half, just to be sure.
But I don't understand why.
I'm gonna sing a little song. He'll tell me the truth
About what?
about anything I ask. Just if you have something to hide, just be a little bit away from me.
Oh, I just didn't realize we had more to ask him. I thought we were just gonna...
I just want to make sure he's telling me the truth about the safety thing and not fucking us around. I just think it's safe to double check. If we're looking for someone who is, I don't know, leaking secrets, it should be.
Oh, leaking. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on Scrap. And then I'm gonna like run
You
down.
named her Scrap.
I think it's dope.
That's a cute name.
Yeah. Shut up. Close the door.
It's my baby. I get to name it.
A couple of minutes later, when Dante appears, all right, there's a cloak, and here's 400 glib, just in case you need anything on the way.
Thank you.
I would like to cast Sound of Truth.
Why are you standing so close to me?
I'm going to be out of that circle.
Yeah.
What type of saving throw is that?
It is a charisma saving throw.
How close to the door are you doing this spell?
Just close to him.
Right, but how close are both of you to the door?
He rolled a 14. Does that save?
No.
He's going to use his legendary resistance.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
That means he automatically succeeds.
The cone's still alive, though, right? He just isn't affected by it.
Correct. It's a nice song. Is there anything else you guys need? That's for all of you, by the way.
I'm just counting. What?
Good
What?
luck.
How much is it?
400. 100 each of you.
I very quickly try to snatch it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a. This is gonna be like a grapple check. So
Jesus Christ! Why would you
actually,
do that?
no, because
Trying to hold hard.
it would be dexterity based. I would argue. So just go ahead and both of you make a dexterity check. Just add your base dexterity modifier.
The
and
two
we'll see.
least likely to fight.
I think technically Lucilia should have advantage on this roll because she's a barbarian, and I forget the name of the feature, but you have advantage on dex saves against.
Anything I can see.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, they were the
anti-cat.
same. 19. What'd you roll?
Some booty hole.
Lucilia, share.
Why do I gotta share?
Cause it's not even fucking yours to begin
I'm
with.
in charge of the money.
I am obviously
Trust
shorter,
me,
so I'm
you
just
guys
gonna.
do not want Lucilia to be in charge
Hey,
of the money.
That's not fair. Put it somewhere I can reach.
I hand over one bill.
How much is it?
By the fucking hells, he pulls out a wallet, goes through and gives each of you 100 extra glib.
I'd like cut off the door.
Yeah. In case you need anything,
It's because she wouldn't share.
supplies on the road.
I can't tax this. I need you to fill something out.
Nah, don't even worry about it. It's whatever.
It's off the book.
It's a
I
gift.
stick the.
It's cash. No one's gonna
I
fucking
stick the
care.
400 in my boobs, then I hug Dante.
You say that, but this is
Yeah,
Thank you.
whatever. Okay.
You're the best brother I have, and I
Yeah,
have a
I'm gonna
lot
go
of
try to
them, so I
fucking
know.
smooth shit over with Dad. All right.
Good luck. Let me know when it's safe to come home. Thanks.
Yeah. Back into a bat and flutters away into the night.
Bye.
She had Cholula, but I'm gonna tell everyone.
100? Oh, fuck, that's a lot.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
Oops.
Cholula's from our game on Saturday nights, if you haven't tuned in.
Oh, that's why the
my
accent has been hard, because you're
Yeah.
staring at Lillian's
You're looking at her
character
picture, yeah.
My persuasion would have been the same, though, from earlier, so
Yes,
we're good.
yes. Dante flutters off into the night yet again and leaves you there, standing in the rain once again, aboard the she-beast. The sea beast.
The she-beast.
I always want to call it the she-beast.
Alright, so Goblin Town, I'm gonna hunker down in the ship.
Listen, I feel a little weird. It's not that it's not a lovely ship.
We do have some loose ends that we didn't tie up, and
Oh, do we?
I would rather not have my ship burned to the ground, but
The water.
at least we're not in it.
It would be burned to the water.
That's near the ground.
It hasn't run aground, so it can't be burned to the ground.
Because it would sink,
I
because
will
we're in water.
bless you.
I'd like to see you try.
Okay.
Do it!
I missed it.
That tracks.
Still counting them.
Oh,
So if we're going to
man.
Goblin Town, like,
Goblin
just...
Town.
You know, you think they'd name a restaurant like something like Goblin, you know?
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Uh,
You should open a restaurant.
I won't.
Okay. No, that's fine. Follow your dreams.
I'm going to try to behave. How about that? I'll just say it like that, right? I think it'll be fine. It should be fine.
What does that mean?
Yeah. We'll just go, and it'll be fine. We just need to get Scrap to someplace safe where they can sleep, and then we'll be good.
Okay, and then what do we do tomorrow?
What do you mean tomorrow?
Like, in the cold light of night. What?
Hopefully by then we'll hear something from your father.
That would be ideal, but sometimes these things take time.
We could check out that guy who dipped early, or we could see if we could capture one of these goblins, I guess.
Touch base with some Toby.
Or that. See how, I guess he's coming with the impregnation of an unwilling subject, because they will definitely die afterwards.
Slim Toby can be very persuasive. They might be willing.
Anyhow. And then maybe we could check out the farm. Seems like some people aren't really watching it too well. If these thefts could be happening. No offense, I'm pretty sure your family is
No,
good
my
at...
brother's his idiot.
No, that's fair. Dante was mostly okay.
He's mostly okay, and the rest of them are
That's fair. But we could check out the farm, start asking around. I mean, are the Scalianas known for being good thieves, or you feel like someone was sleeping on the job?
I would not find it advisable to bring an employee, so to speak, of another family to the farm. It might not go over so great.
Okay, well,
Unless we could disguise you.
Which family hires me the most?
Roll a d4.
spicy.
3.
3. Weirdly enough, the Cephalino family do a lot of midtown jobs.
If they were good thieves, they wouldn't be hiring out as often as they do.
Ah. That just...
And I haven't stolen from the farm. Okay. And I haven't been to the farm.
That just sounds like bad work. So, like, maybe we should ask around the farm, too? I'm just saying we have options if we wanted to look around.
I mean, I could definitely get us into the farm, but everything else is well outside of my jurisdiction.
I would say of all of you, even with Lucilia being who she is, I think Zenvalash would probably know more than anyone else that it's kind of an unspoken rule around all of the families that there's kind of like there's hierarchies within the families, but then there are also hierarchies of the families. Scaliana usually find themselves at the bottom because they're just kind of like the docks people. Cephalino and Bezerand is kind of has their hands in a little bit of everything, but they also have like other planes of existence that they function on, including the Nine Hells and the Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
But probably contending for the top spot would be Cephalino and Sanguinelli, and Sanguinelli is pretty much like just edging out at the top in terms of income and power. So it's kind of
to rival the farm's income, if that's how close they are neck and neck.
Cephalino is in charge of the entertainment industry.
Okay.
So the Sanguinellis, the farm is their. They have a lot of different businesses, but the farm is like where the majority of their wealth comes from.
That's their
so
waste
it's kind
management.
of so it's kind of unspoken that you don't fuck with the farm.
Yeah. Okay. I should be writing, but I'll do it at break.
We record these; it's fine.
Yeah. Hello, me.
Hey, Taylor.
Stop doing that.
So what's the plan?
I suppose we should be on our way.
Yeah, let's just get to something that resembles a safe house, if it's that one or not, and yeah, then we can make a plan there. I don't know. Scrap is not as predictable as maybe I thought. I wasn't thinking Lou should go. I'm gonna go grab her.
I'm gonna put on my cloak. Does it have a hood?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the hood on.
I'll put on my super cool hat that I don't always wear.
Hell yeah. Helps with blocking the rain. Which the rain is starting to kind of lighten up a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna reemerge as like the Igor look. Is this working? I feel like everyone immediately recognizes
You look
it.
a little young to have a hunchback, if I'm being honest.
Did any of my old crewmates have like a cane or a peg leg or anything like that?
Yeah. 100%.
I've got something for you. I'm gonna go grab whatever and.
Yeah. You're proficient with a disguise kit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can put these to use for sure. I think as a rogue you're automatically proficient.
Yeah.
Whether or not you have one. But now you have a disguise, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just picturing him taking a cane and just all of a sudden we're all like, it's I don't even recognize
Don't
you.
pander to me. Just I need real criticism. We're gonna be walking by people.
How's the look?
Go ahead and make a deception check and add your proficiency if you don't already.
Okay. You said performance or persuasion?
Deception.
Deception.
None of those.
Hi, I was
Also-
at work earlier today.
I was just stricken. I know what the problem is with the audio and how we can have music after the break.
Ooh, nice.
You did it.
Brain blast.
17.
17? Yeah, he looks good. He kind of like, we'll say you had like an old like ratty cloak, like a raincoat, and a cane, and whenever he throws the raincoat over and has the hood up, it kind of hides his face enough so that you can't even really tell that he's a drow, and he just looks like any number of deformed beings that would be wandering the streets.
No, really, if I didn't know it was you already, I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Let's just
It'd
make
be
it.
enough to fool me.
Yep. Let's make it quick. This hurts my back.
Right.
All right.
She is full. She is full of formula. And I can feel it.
And I will say you probably load up your pack with like 2 weeks worth of formula,
as much as I possibly
and diapers,
as
and
much as it'll allow me.
That's kind of like evening out the hunch almost on the other side. Wonderful. So as you all head northwest from the Plank Ward into the Far Sprawl, which is the largest district of Gloomvale by far, mostly residential. You take a sizable trek through the pouring rain and find yourselves at the corner of 63rd and Dung Button Lane. The odor of the area is pungent and sour. The stone and steel building structures around you are heavily and poorly modified, with wooden catwalks and structural add-ons that are plentiful, giving the block an eerie feeling like you're always being watched from above. Rickety walkways and ropes stretch across the street overhead. You arrive at the Slug Bucket, a surprisingly ritzy restaurant for the area. You enter, stepping between the pillars that are sculpted to look as though they're crawling with golden snails, and there's like a minor enchantment so that they slowly crawl upwards infinitely.
Whoa.
And as our vision pulls through the large glass doors, we enter a lavish space of red carpet and black marble flooring. The walls are decorated with photographs of various famous goblins, ogres, and trolls that have visited the establishment. A goblin maitre d' in a suit and tails with a black tie greets you.
Good afternoon, party of... Oh, my clouds! Young Mrs. Sanguinelli and Scarlet the Bloody to boot. Pleasure to serve you.
Keep your voice down.
So, apologies.
He bows very deeply.
Table for four this fine evening.
You got something way in the back? And I wink and I nudge.
Our friend Dante asked us to come meet Whistling Jimmy.
Oh, here to see Jim. Yes, follow me, please, right this way.
He takes you through this relatively busy dining area, circular tables mostly, but there are booths along the walls as well. Beautiful pillars that echo the slugs and snails crawling up from outside as well. The walls are decorated with, like I said, the photos of these like various famous people and beings of Gloomvale.
Are they photographs or paintings for no reason?
Photographs.
Okay.
As well as there are murals that depict the rise of the denizens of the Underdark from hundreds of years ago, and very tastefully favor the side that won.
Can you eat in a train car?
Probably.
Is there a train car like just set in there with
Yeah,
people?
absolutely, 100%.
Okay, that was just a Texas joke for me.
You were,
I don't get it.
I don't either. You are led through, but absolutely you can. You are led through to the back room, which is kind of like a kitchen area, where you see another goblin who's standing very plump, and there's a hole in the cheek on one side as he stands over this cook who is preparing a meal, and he's like, "No, you stupid son of a bitch. You gotta stuff it in there even better than that, okay?" And,
Okay.
and as he's having this conversation, you're led up.
Excuse me, Mr. Jim, you have some visitors from Dante Sanguinelli.
He turns around.
Oh, pleasure to see you all this evening. I don't believe we've made the acquaintance. I'm Whistling Jimmy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Scarlet.
Scarlet the Bloody, your reputation precedes you.
Fern sort of like shoots their like very, very skinny paw forward and is like, hello. That's what she said, right?
Hello?
The,
Yes.
the joke. before.
Needing no introduction,
Stuff it
Miss
in? No?
Lucilia Sanguinelli. I don't believe we've had the pleasure as well.
He doesn't speak much.
Zeke.
Sure. Nice to meet you, Zeke.
We were told we could possibly lie low here for a while.
Yes, of course. Follow me. We've got a room in the back.
He turns, steps down from a little step stool that he was standing on, and leads you into this back area that's kind of a small room. There are a couple of like break rooms, pretty decent sized staff working in the kitchen as he leads you in to a small, less fancy and ritzy looking room. The smell of stale tobacco is permeated into every surface. The walls are kind of brown, but you get the sense they were probably a different color at another time. And he leads you in. There's a little desk and several chairs.
With a stool for now. Can get some cots and beds together for you as well, if that's something that you desire.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Zeke.
Do you have like a little basket?
Like
How
what you
big?
might put potatoes in.
Yeah. Enough to
Yes.
hold about like
Yes, we have plenty of potato
A
baskets.
sack of
course.
potatoes.
yeah.
Yes.
And then could we get maybe like some extra towels?
Zeke.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
I will fetch these things for you.
Thank you. One last request. We might have a lot of loud, heated discussions in here that are kind of secret, so if you could make sure that the dining room stays pretty loud tonight, would be great.
Sure, yes, that shouldn't be a problem. Well, if you need anything, just call out to me, I guess. Or come find me. I'll be in the kitchen mostly.
Hey, do we owe you anything for like the room or anything?
For friends of Dante and the daughter of Damien Sanguinelli. No.
Jesus Christ, she has more than enough money. Infernal sort of like reach into their pocket and pull out like $50. I don't know if this is gonna be okay, but like.
I shall put it in the tip jar.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Can we get that basket like first though? Because I'm gonna have to show
Yes,
him.
I will send
something and-
Patchouli in with it at his earliest convenience.
Oh my god, thank you.
Sure. It's like even as he's not talking, just like as he's breathing with his mouth closed, you can hear the whistle of air past the teeth as he exits. And moments later, the familiar Maitre D who led you in brings you a basket and some towels. And there's a couple of little rolls of garlic bread in there as well.
Nice. I eat them.
Enjoy. If you need anything else, you can feel free to ask Whistling Jimmy, or I will be around as well. My name is Patchouli, at your service.
Marvelous.
Zeke.
He turns and leaves. And you find yourselves in the privacy of a kitchen
I'm gonna
of the slug bucket.
walk up to Zen. Hey,
Yeah.
give her over.
Okay.
Have you
No, my back is warm.
You literally, so you just fed her and put her on your back?
Could I change her the whole way over here? It was the worst
Can
time.
I just sort of like throw one of the towels across my shoulder and start to try to burp Scrap?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no roll required, as you are very practiced at this from where you have grown up. And there are a couple of burps, but I will say that it probably as you were walking, things like this were happening, and you were very confused about it. But now it seems to make sense.
You can't just let them like, they're not smart enough to digest their food well. So you
That's
kind
his
of have
brain
to,
power?
well, it's developing it.
Oh, no.
You have to smack the gas out of them or they'll explode.
Yes.
Okay.
Explode? Okay, they won't explode.
Like the stomach or
But-
the head?
I was told they
No,
would
the
just explode.
back. And they don't explode. They'll get gassy. And
Well, then
if you,
show me then if you're so good at it.
I am doing it.
Tiny burps are happening.
If you don't burp them after they feed, they'll get gassy. And if they're gassy, she'll get annoyed. She will not explode. She'll just get annoyed. And if she's annoyed, she'll cry. And the last thing we need is a crying baby. Because they are loud. She probably hasn't
Yeah, about the loud, can it not?
No, they
Can we tape its mouth closed?
absolutely not.
Not all the
that's
way closed,
wrong.
like just like one
I
strip.
leave the nose.
Yeah.
It has to breathe, right?
Yes, but babies aren't that smart. It'll start freaking out. You got to kind of treat it like
because
a.
it's a human baby.
Oh.
Yeah,
You guys not
that's
been
all
around
it is.
any babies?
Well, yeah.
Around
I
them.
was one
Yeah.
for a little while.
If you do anything that will irritate the baby, it will be angry. It
you
still has
give us-
emotions. It just can't process them.
So the
and
baby
they'll
has
scream.
power over us.
Can you give us a list of things that will irritate the baby?
Yeah.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much will it
Yeah.
irritate the
And,
baby?
and we won't
Well-
do those things.
Oh,
Not
they have little personalities. They're little people. It'll be different things.
Can you ask it, hello, baby, what irritates you? I don't like certain sounds.
Spit. It seems spit is not
I think
something
it likes
wants
that.
to do.
No, I think it
likes
enjoys
to spit.
that.
Okay.
Can I tell
How can
if
you
the
tell?
baby is it just
It's
strolling
it's
face?
smiling.
Is
It's
it-
smiling and laughing, yeah, and giggling and
okay.
making mouth sounds.
See,
I poke its tummy like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
giggles, nothing. No.
It doesn't like giggle or it kind of like it stops smiling for a second, and then just like its head kind of rolls.
Oh God!
Okay. Okay. So,
I need to do that.
no. Okay,
I think
it's
you
fine.
reset it.
No. It's fine. It maybe just didn't like that the most. Maybe don't poke it.
Okay, number one,
aggressively.
don't poke it.
Don't poke it.
Don't poke it.
Don't poke.
Burp it after you feed it, and then have you changed it since?
No, I told you I was very warm on the way over here.
Okay. We're gonna have to make stops about 15 to 20 minutes after it eats.
Can it?
It's a lot.
Well, you can't just leave it. Like
Well, if you feed it less, then
it will be hungry and then
What
upset.
if you just don't put the diaper on and then it just...
that's on my.
And like
that's
a
on me
horse,
though.
there's gonna be poop down your back. Have you?
I'm not
Just hold it out.
accepting this idea.
Have you? How long have you had the baby?
36 hours.
Have you suffered a blowout yet?
What? Is that where it explodes?
No.
No.
My boots have been
Well,
on the
it
whole
does,
time.
but it defecates in a very explosive way.
That's terrible. I think we should leave this somewhere.
We can't. Just
We can't
leave-
do that.
No, they're
Okay, that's
virtually
unacceptable.
defenseless. They aren't
Yeah,
born with anything that
It
can help.
can explode poop.
Well, they would
That's
be-
not defenseless.
They would build up some defenses
It's
if
not
you
on
just
purpose.
kind of practice
Can we teach it to fight?
being alone. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Not.
Can we
yet.
give the baby a knife?
No.
Do not give the baby a knife.
No, absolutely not.
Don't let it near guns, and do not let it have the trident.
I don't
Oh,
think
but
I-
It can't pick that up.
yeah, I don't think it's.
That baby looks weak.
The door opens
Oh,
as you're all having this
we
conversation.
just stand
I
in
cover
a
it with my
line.
cloak.
Just-
I'm just like hugging Fern
Yeah, go ahead
awkwardly.
and go ahead and
Get in front of them and just like open my coat out. I got this coat when I was sailing across.
Oh,
Oh, it's
my
beautiful,
goodness.
Scott.
everybody make a
That's
deception
the
check.
Zeke.
You say everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
The DC is 21.
Mother, father,
Oh, son of a
thou art in
bitch.
heaven.
He rolled well.
That's a 12.
It's a 20. A 15. Plus 5.
6, 9.
All right. Standing in the doorway, as you're all kind of like scrambling to get in your places, you see Whistling Jimmy. Sorry, I forgot my lighter.
Hello.
By the reins.
Close the door.
He closes the door behind him. Is that what I think it is?
No.
Would you harm a person?
Of course not. No. We serve food here, animals. We do prepare special courses for vampiric customers should they choose. But our specialties are any number of foie gras. We've got escargot foie gras that we are most known for, as well as duck, pigeon, chicken, and he's like naming off animals that they force
So what
feed.
you're saying is you're not gonna sell us out?
Of course not, no. Might I have a look at that
From over
baby?
there.
Could you hold it up for me?
Fern will sort of gently reach behind the back, pulling the baby up.
He like goes through his pockets, pulls out a little like jeweler's magnifying glass.
Yeah, it's a baby
It's-
at any magnification.
Yes. Okay, don't be weird. And I.
What type of?
The girl one,
No.
from what we can tell.
I thought they were extinct.
Extinct. There's a whole farm of them, right?
Oh, the farm. There's that baby's bloodline is half elven. You can see from the slight point to the nose, the ears haven't quite filled out yet. I didn't know they still existed.
Well, how does that work?
Oh, no, not.
Did I not just
I
prove
should
it in
be
the
more
last 4
specific.
minutes?
If it were half drow, it would have more of a violet tinge
Like us.
to the skin tone, yes.
Yeah.
But that is quite a plump, pink, half human, half
Well, thank
elfin baby. No one saw you enter, correct?
You didn't.
It was hidden.
Good, good. I forgot my lighter.
I grab him by the collar. Where you going?
To this table behind you. He slowly reaches a hand out and picks up a lighter off of the table. I left my lighter in here.
Swear on the memory of Don toward Mizoga.
And Fern will sort of like curl up the side of her lip and like snarl and hiss.
Make an intimidation check.
Absolutely. 18.
18. I swear it. On Tork Mizoga's dying breath.
Alright, he's good.
And I'll sort of gently go back to doing a rock with her.
I didn't even want to do that. You know what I mean? That was weird.
As you know, I'm sure, the Mizoga family stood for protecting those of us who remained on the surface that were here from the before times.
Not all of them.
Of course. When the elves were hunted to extinction, it was just assumed. Of course, I was not alive at the time. I'm only a ripe 18, but I didn't know that elves still existed in this world.
Do I?
Okay, I'm sorry. It's trying. It's really trying.
Do I know about more?
About more? Oh, I will say no. In all of your years of smuggling for the Scaliana family, you've never encountered a full-blooded elf, or even a half-elf that wasn't half-drow.
Do I know anything about elves coming into the farm?
Make a history check with disadvantage, because you're not involved in the family businesses.
Wait.
You have
Seen
never met an elf before.
Okay.
No. You've met drow. But yeah, across continent-wide at the very least, on all of Dawnfell, no elves.
You said history?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14? No, you would guess that if an elf or even a half-elf were somehow procured or raised within the farm, that Andreas would have been bragging about it, for sure. The dude can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
What is your next departure?
Well, Bugsy was my contact, so... And he's gone. And... I believe this was supposed to be my job.
Where were you supposed to take her?
I never got that information.
I think I might have
The whole reason I
stopped
was at
that
the...
information.
The whole reason I was at the meeting was because... we were talking about what had happened.
Someone knew about this child, and I think that its smuggle out was purposeful. I think we really have to find that guy who ditched.
I think... Toby's with Scalianas, right? Or is he's Cephalina?
Some Toby is Cephalina.
Okay.
He wanted me to work for him.
Put that away, put that away. There's a knock on the door.
Oh, I thought you were signaling something to us, the human people.
No, there comes a knocking at the door of the room that you're in. Whistling Jimmy kind of like pushes himself up against it. Just a second.
Can I throw the cape over the baby and activate it? Oh no.
Make... This could be a fucking game changer. Typically the way that these items work is...
Yes.
This one doesn't require attunement. But typically you have to activate it yourself. But I will say, if you can roll a 15 on an Arcana check... Yes. 11. No, but you do throw the cloak over it and cover up the fact that there is a half-elf baby in the room.
Yeah, and I'll sort of just lower my arms so
Yeah.
it looks like
This time,
I'm cold.
Whistling Jimmy waits for you
Stoop
all
down.
to get into place around it before turning around and opening the door, where you see Patchouli standing there.
Apologies, sir. You have another visitor who has insisted upon entering the kitchens to speak with you.
Who is it?
Cork the Club, he calls himself.
Does that ring a bell to any of you?
Does it?
You guys can make a history check. Cholula and Scarlet. I almost said Cholula and Scarlet. I don't know why that's what happened to me. Scarlet and Lucilia can make this roll with disadvantage, and it's just a straight roll for Zindalash.
Would you believe it?
Is that 2 Fs?
That's 2 F's.
Son of a bitch. For those of you who don't know, when we say 2 Fs, it's because we're all using fancy forged dice, handmade by me. Sometimes we give them away on Saturdays.
They're so easy to read.
Oh my god.
It's a 9.
9,
Would have been an 18.
7.
7, natural 20. Fuck, dude.
You're the one who made me roll. Sorry.
I'm gonna text you again.
Oh, you guys made me roll. I looked up the drow diet, and it's pretty rad.
What is it?
Somebody made
Mostly
like
mushrooms.
Somebody made like a
Mushrooms
photo
and, like-
diary of like what all of the races would carry.
There's a really
As
cool
their rations?
list of in like Out of the Abyss of like different Underdark
Yeah.
plants and like
That's,
flora
that's
and
what I
fauna.
found.
Yeah.
Like,
It's really
it was
cool.
like there's like a charred lichen or something. It sounded kind of nice. I would do that.
Man, this is a terrible time for character.
Or I'll bet fishing's really easy. You know, it's like caves and blind.
Like
Yeah, that's-
underground.
Yeah, you just and they're glowy usually, probably.
I want mole muscle.
Mole people.
Yeah.
It's probably just
Like I want like
it's
a...
probably just Smeagol's diet, right?
I imagine that was rocks.
He eats a lot of
Probably.
fish. Yeah.
Whistling Jimmy kind of straightens up. Shit. We've had
I wish I could whisper.
representatives from the Bula family have been coming by, trying to mess with us. I keep telling them that we are under sanguinary protection already. I'll be back in a moment. Excuse me. He steps out of the room.
Whose protection did he say they're under?
Sanguinelli.
You're gonna need to throw your weight around if they come back here.
I'm gonna walk out and just stand right in front of the door. And
Okay.
Close the door behind me.
Stepping out, you close the door behind you, and looking through the kitchen, something instantly catches your eye. You see several of these kind of like goblin and orcish and single ogre cook who are kind of like going about their various duties, and imposing, standing just inside the door, ducking down because of how tall the ceiling is. You see a disgusting, kind of purple wart-covered giant. Who is hunched in the space with one kind of like bulbous yellow eye, and the other is like still yellow but much smaller. Warts like up the neck and to the lips, and sprinkled around the back. Wearing a suit that the seams of the shoulders have been ripped because of this like massive hunch to the back.
My shirts.
And yeah, just horribly deformed, looking down at the minuscule whistling Jimmy, who is just a wee goblin.
It's a bit of hired muscle from the Mizugas back in the day.
Shit.
Yeah.
Should we try to dip?
He's looking down.
Depends.
Can you put an ear to the door, and if Lucilia makes any sort of move,
Yeah.
give us a heads up?
Yeah, I'll like crack it and put my foot where it stops and like
Yeah.
pull against my foot.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
As he's kind of looking down.
Does it help at all that I am standing like right in front of the door?
Are you trying to make yourself known? I would say that would give you advantage, yeah.
I'm not trying to be like crazy obvious, but if
just
he were to
present.
like start looking around.
26.
Okay, you see his the smaller eye is kind of like pointed off in a direction, and the bigger eye is the one that seems to be like making contact. And currently his focus is on Whistling Jimmy. He looks down. He's like,
You know, Jimmy, if you just pay us already, we could keep you safe over here. All we want is what's best for us, you know. We got to band together, us folks.
and Jimmy looks up and he's like, I've told you once, and I'll tell you again, Cork. We already pay protection money to the Sanguinelli family. We don't need any help from the Boolers. He kind of looks down, looks across the room. What did you roll for yourself?
26.
26. I'm going to see if he notices that Lucilia is standing here. I'm going to say this is probably like a DC 10, because you're not trying to hide.
Oh. Well, it seems we've got a Sanguinelli in the building, aren't we? Lucilia, I presume.
This is your turf, Lucilia.
Really wish I could exchange the pleasantries, but turns out I never heard ya.
Oh, well, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Cork.
Nice.
Cool.
Cork the club, they call me. On account of my club. This one.
he's got like a large club on his back. That you can see is like this massive, basically a tree branch that's been kind of like whittled down at the end to have a comfortable handle that has the equivalent of like railroad spikes through it.
It's alright, I've seen bigger.
Sure, I'm sure you have. Listen, we're just here to make a deal. Sanguinellis rarely have time to come down from their perch in the Elgar Ward to the measly far sprawl. But the Boulevard family, we're already firmly at home here.
But you're here now.
I'm here right now, ain't I?
So it would seem.
I'm gonna like wave back
So-
towards the room a little bit.
What
towards me.
exactly is the problem that you think you can just waltz right onto my turf?
Well, as I hear it, Sanguinelli is supposed to be protecting this place, eh? They pay good money for it, huh?
What am I doing right now?
He grabs his club and smashes probably 3 of the chefs, as well as just like destroying a stove. You see his Whistling Jimmy kind of like ducks down out of the way just in time as he just like destroys almost half of the room.
Well, it doesn't look like you're doing a very good job, does it?
Hold him off. Buy us some time.
He kind of like picks up the club and is like licking viscera off the ends of it.
Is this
nasty, like
Can
massive
I,
tongue?
I'm gonna go. I'm like walking casually, and I'm just gonna try and like get in between him and Jimmy.
Okay, you'll have to get like right up in his
I know.
shit.
But I want to keep his attention on me.
Okay, I will say you do so as you approach.
So what are you gonna do about it, eh?
Well, technically, my contract is just to protect Jimmy as the proprietor of the establishment. So,
Jimmy's like, actually, we pay you to protect the whole establishment.
Is this room adjacent to anything? Like, can we scoop around? Is there, or is this just a room?
There is,
connected?
so there are 2 exits. He is fully blocking one of them. The other one is on the far side of the room, and you're on kind of the back wall of this rectangular space.
Okay.
is there?
So just Jimmy then, is it? Is it?
I'm gonna jump on the club.
Shit.
I'm gonna hold.
Okay, and that's where we're going to end this episode of Overdark. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the Arcanorama YouTube channel. It really helps us out. And if you want to catch Overdark live, we stream every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time over at twitch.tv/Arcanorama. So tune in there and give us a follow to be alerted when we go live. We've got this stream as well as a persistent campaign and more. So tune in to catch everything that we do. We'll see you in the next one.